Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming to this very special spooky stream. What makes it special? Absolutely nothing. Doing Luigi's Mansion tonight because I don't have any scarier game than that. I really don't. I mean, I would have liked to do a whole series of Halloween themed games, but this is all I can really give you. So, let me just start this up and hopefully this goes well, because this is the first time streaming from a non HDMI system. And I had my issues in the past with the SNES, but that's its own thing. I ran into some issues earlier when testing this, but I think everything is alright. You're going to have to let me know just about the audio levels, I think, because this was, for some reason, so much louder than the other stuff. And I did lower it, but I think we will be okay. We're doing the Hidden Mansion, which is hard mode. Except it's not hard mode, it's actually easier. Hidden Mansion is just, you take more damage, but the Poltergust is 150% stronger, which makes getting the portrait ghosts and the bosses a lot easier. You'll get more money from them, and I think that will make this actually a quicker playthrough. Not that we're going for speed. This is by no means a speed run. But I don't think this should be more than one stream. I mean, I haven't played this in a while, but I recall this being a fairly short game. I mean, Sam, you pulled up earlier because for some reason I wasn't able to find it. How long to beat.com or whatever says that this game is, for full completion, said it was like 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours, and I was like, I don't think that's right. Maybe if you've never played it before, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not remembering correctly. Also, holding a GameCube controller feels very weird. It has been a long time since that has happened. Volume sounds about right. Well, alright, that's good. I took a pure guess on that. I would like, I mean, you're gonna see me getting fat stacks of cash because I would like to try and get the best ending. Or A rank or whatever it is, I don't know. Again, I played the 3DS remake of this when it came out last year, but so I feel like I should remember it more than I do, but I think it'll come back to me as we go through. Look up the speedrun times. And I just watched the speedrun of this actually because of the GDQX. But obviously they do like the crazy glitches where you like go through the ceiling and shit like that. Oh boy, you are definitely gonna get controller noises with this. I forgot how clacky this was. See, I don't know why the GameCube controller is as popular as it is, to be honest. It's not bad, but I don't like it that much. I don't know if it's just because so many people got used to playing Smash with it that they were like, well, let's keep using it for Smash. We're looking at less than an hour. Awesome. Check back in an hour when I've switched to a different game because I've already completed Luigi's Mansion. Well, I mean, I take my time, so... I mean, I definitely remember, like, I didn't get the GameCube, like, right when it came out. Probably a couple years after it came out, but I remember, like, early on in having this game, like, beating it in one night. So... if that's any indication. But, yeah... I guess good news, GameCube works for streams, so we can do more. We have so much more room for activities now. My horizons have expanded greatly. We can do Game Boy games. I did test that earlier, actually. Out of bounds glitch is like less than 10 minutes, yeah. There is a speedy spirit. There it is. Hopefully I don't... Nope, fucked it up. Awesome. This run is over. Yeah, this feels way better than the 3DS version. I don't know how many people even actually played that version. It kind of like quietly came out last year. And it was alright. It's nice to have this game portable, I guess, but the controls don't really translate. And I even have the new 3DS, which has that weird C stick, but not really a stick thing. It's like that thing that they used to put in the center of laptops, in the middle of the keyboard to use instead of a mouse, that is very unresponsive. And they use that as the C stick for this, and it didn't work well. And like, you could opt to use gyro controls, and they didn't work well. I got through it, but this is much more natural. The nubbin. The clitoris. Okay, thank you. I guess I'm calling it that from now on. And hoping people know what I mean by that. You know what? I actually forget all the buttons here. If I had the SD media launcher, that could expand even further for all the emulation and shit. I mean, I'm gonna have to emulate eventually, I think. This would look a lot less crusty if I was just a lot less stubborn. And it would give me a lot less headaches. I mean, I spent a good deal of time trying to figure out, I don't know why it looked so bad. If you saw my Twitter posts earlier of how weird the colors looked. And I had to, like, go... Wait, where am I? Did I not get a key? Was I, like, sucking that key off the shelf and then just never grabbed it? Alright. Oh, wait, am I supposed to, like, go... Shit. I didn't bother reading what he said. I think I gotta go back to EGAD. I think. No, you can't. The fuck? Should there or should there not be a key to the study at this point? Did I break the game? What the hell happened? Go in the first door? No, you... I'm not even pressing. Jesus Christ. No lock on that door? This is where you... Oh! I thought that was a... Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Anyway. Fantastic. Let's get some cheese. Alright. We are banging on all cylinders tonight. How many frames have I dropped? Afraid to check that. None. Cool. Well, that's good at least. Oh, you know what? So the whole thing with the portrait ghosts and, you know, the poltergeist being stronger in the Hidden Mansion is, like, if they don't get away from you, you get more pearls or, like, more bigger pearls, which, and then more money leads to a better ending. There we go. That's where I was trying to get before. So it actually makes the game easier in that the ghosts are easier to capture and you get the better ending. I don't know. I guess it's more like New Game Plus than it is hard mode. money. Where is it? There it is. I had to give it a little foreplay. What? I didn't say anything. So yeah, I think I lost my train of thought that just I had to finagle with all the settings and shit, and it was like a lot of back and forth and like guessing and stuff to get the GameCube to work properly with this. And when I was adjusting the color because of how bad it looked, I ended up adjusting it at this, like, I was looking back and forth between my TV and the capture on my computer, trying to compare, until I realized that adjusting the levels on my computer was somehow changing the levels on my TV. I didn't think that could happen. I mean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't know much about computers, but I didn't think that. First of all, my TV settings would have any effect on the capture, which they don't, because I'm actually playing in 16:9. And I certainly don't know how the capture would have any effect on my TV, but what the fuck do I know? My headcanon is that this mansion was Wario's tax shelter. I like that Luigi's mansion is kind of like this own little self-contained thing in the Mario world. Kind of feels like, because like these, you know, these portrait ghosts like feel nothing like Mario. Like they don't feel like they belong in the Mario universe. And I believe there is also a point in the game where they allude to Bowser being dead. Oops. Which has obviously not happened. Now I see why Niko likes this game. Y'all already know what's going on. And if you don't ask. Not a fan of babies, though, so... I want to know the story of how this baby died. I think there is some, like, I accidentally... Not accidentally, but I tapped on that bookshelf earlier, and there's, like, a few books you can read there that gives a little bit of lore, actually. But I don't remember what any of it is. This was when Miyamoto was allowed to make non-Toad characters in the games. Yeah, wait till Luigi's Mansion 3 comes out in a couple weeks, and all the ghosts are just toads. Oh, the discourse for, you know, Paper Mario and Toads could, you know, that could go on for a while if you let me talk. And I think you would be surprised by my opinions, or maybe you would not be surprised at all, but I constantly go back to the quote from an Iwata Asks interview about Sticker Star that Miyamoto supposedly said, and this was paraphrased by somebody else, but it's fine without a story, so do we really need one? And I think that's all there is to say about that. Gold portrait? Yeah, they only go to gold in this one, right? Because I think they added platinum in the 3DS version, but this one only does go up to gold, I think. I don't think I've ever gotten, like, all golds, though. And, like, Luigi's Mansion for 3DS had, like, achievements and stuff, and it's, like, a boss rush, or not a boss rush, but where you could just fight the bosses on their own. And I did a good chunk of that, but it didn't really increase the replay value for me that much. They did change the Hidden Mansion in the 3DS version. I keep hitting that instead of the map. Like I said, the Hidden Mansion in this is no different. You just take a little more damage, and the Poltergust is stronger. I believe in the PAL version of this, the mansion is mirrored, and there are a few other differences as well. But in the 3DS version, they go batshit crazy with the difficulty. You take more damage, there are no health pickups, and the difficulty is, like, there's just ghosts everywhere, way too many of them, to the point where, you know, even I was getting, like, fed up with it. It wasn't fun. It wasn't a challenge, it was just nasty. So and, like, I didn't complete all, like, the achievements I needed to do within the Hidden Mansion in that, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm not playing this ever again. When is Luigi? Well, Luigi was in the 3DS version of this. That's where he came from, but I don't think that many people played it. So I would assume that, like, half of the people seeing Luigi's Mansion 3 think that's where Luigi is from. Like, it's brand new. But yeah, there was, like, a co-op mode for this. And you could use Luigi. What if Luigi's Mansion 3 is actually scary? Well, that's subjective. I mean, this could be considered scary. I'm sure someone's scared by this, right? Whoa. Can I have your mask, please? Lovely. I guess this is the closest we're ever going to see to, like, a Shy Guy's face. I mean, these are pretty much Ghost Shy Guys, right? And you know what? I have, like, no actual idea how to trigger the heart for these guys. It just seems to happen randomly. There it is. Oh, shit. I believe that counts as, you know, I will get less pearls now. Or worse frame or whatever. Are you... Oh, boy. Well, I did not claim this was going to be a perfect run. I just said I would like it to be a good one. I think you gotta, like, cut in on them. May I have this dance? There we go. Yeah, I don't think I got, like, any big pearls from that one. Oh, I guess I got one. Mario. Oh, yeah. When visible, the gentleman eventually exclaims, "Dance." Both will then do a dance pose, exposing their heart, making them vulnerable to be vacuumed by the Poltergust 3000. Capturing the pair gives Luigi the key to the storage room. Okay, so I guess it is just kind of whenever the game decides to do it. I thought you had to, like, cut in on their dance. Oh, come on, I had that. Well, it's like they say, you will always do worse on stream. If you're not having technical problems, you're gonna have game problems. Just checking everything. The stream tax is real. I think I believe that for probably any type of performance. That anything, you know, that can go wrong will, or it will be less perfect than, you know, like practice or rehearsal or whatever. It's like how the sketch is always better than the line art. The amount of dust always bothered me. I kind of wish you could clean it all up in a room. I'm surprised they didn't add an achievement to that in the 3DS version. Clean the mansion. Oh god, the Boolossus fight is going to go horribly, isn't it? Can't wait to run in circles around those unicorn statues or whatever. where are we headed? Oh, right. I think I'm just finding booze right now. But, let me go. I believe there's another speedy spirit for me to not catch. I do like, I like the ghost designs. Like the plain ghosts in this. I like them a bit more than Luigi's Mansion 2. Which I thought was great. Ooh, I got him. A lot of people didn't really like Luigi's Mansion 2, Dark Moon. And I get it. It was more puzzle-based. And you had, like, missions, so you were kind of constantly going back through the same areas every mission. And it got a little annoying. But overall, I thought they did a really good job, so I'm definitely looking forward to 3, because I think 3 looks like it might be a combination of 1 and 2 in like the best possible way. And I also think, Next Level Games, or I think that's who's doing it, right? They did a fantastic job with the animations, and it definitely carries over to 3. Alright, lost one already. Luigi should wear a dust mask. This cannot be good for him. He needs to do, like, those urban Is this urban exploration? Should I tag this Urbex? No, but it's like when they have to wear masks for that kind of shit because of, like, all the mold and terrible stuff you could be inhaling when exploring, like, abandoned places. It's definitely abandoned exploration, yeah. I like this mansion, like, design-wise. Like, once you start, turning on all the lights and everything, it kind of feels, like, cozy, and I generally don't like, I mean, this is, not even a real place, this is... But places like this, I don't usually like this kind of, like, design and architecture and stuff. But, like, some of these rooms are, like, really just, like, cozy. I'd imagine paranormal research would be weird in the Mario world because boos are a thing that exists. If Boo did it, would be the explanation for so much stuff, yeah. Well, I mean, would they even... Well, I guess they kind of are, but I was going to say, would they even have, like, paranormal exploration and stuff like that in the Mario world? Because they're so commonplace already. It's just like they're... Like, boos might as well be another species of, like, animal. Imagine living in a world where you're just like, yeah, ghosts exist and they're just kind of there. We don't really bother them. They don't like to look at us. A wizard did it. Wizardheimer! Yeah, so they don't really give you indication, but there's a room that just opened after catching 5 boos that previously needed a key, even though you don't get a key. And I remember when I first played this, like, not realizing I could even go there for a long time. And it was just like, oh, this room is just fucking open now. I mean, granted, EGAD does say go to the washroom and splash some water on your face, but there are 2 washrooms, like, right next to each other. I don't think I ever released the booze. Did you have this game, or was it just, like, something you played for, like, a little bit, and then... There were some parts of this game I had to look up. I can see that. It's like, now I know, like, even having not played this, or even, like, when I haven't played this in a while, it's like, you know, stuff comes back to me. Maybe not every little secret and all, but, the first time, definitely, like, I remember this guy now, the butler here. It was annoying. Toad's just having a cry in a dark bathroom. This was like the last game, I think, before the Toads had their current voice. Everybody's favorite voice. I own it, I just failed to play it correctly. I got this game and Smash when I got a GameCube and didn't really get around to finishing it until way later. I'm trying to remember, like... Oh wait, I don't think I can... I was gonna try and pull the flush. I don't remember when I actually did finally get a GameCube. It was a while. It was after Mario Sunshine. So there was a painful period of time where I couldn't play that, and I remember, like, playing it at a friend's house and playing this as well, and just, like... I remember playing this and not being able to get it down like the... like I just did. I could not... I could not get the rhythm of exposing the ghost's heart and vacuuming them up at the same time, or like in the right rhythm of time, I guess. Tell me my future. That was no help. I know there's more cheese somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yes, next time you see a piece of cheese laying around, just like point your Game Boy at it, and a mouse will come out, and it'll give you money. I hate these. Yeah, the 3DS version of the Hidden Mansion would just put, like, way too many of these guys, and you'd just be constantly getting strangled and not being able to vacuum anything up. So, I don't recommend. I definitely don't recommend if you don't have a new 3DS. You know, the 3DS that they made one game for. And, like, 8 SNES games, and that was the only benefit to it. I really like the soundtrack to this game. It's a shame there's not really much of a soundtrack, but what there is good. I do like the Luigi's Mansion theme a lot. I used to play that on my keyboard a lot. But yeah, Kazumi Tataka. So we went from Link's Awakening, which was composed in part by Kazumi Tataka, now to this, composed by the same person. I only got the new 3DS because there was an Isabelle edition. That's the same one I got. And I didn't use that faceplate for very long, as cute as it was, because I ordered the Mario Maker faceplates, which at the time were Japan only. And then, of course, right after I ordered them, they became available in America for cheaper, and obviously I wouldn't have to pay shipping from frickin' Japan. And then you had those faceplates that you sent me, and I've used those. I've swapped them out a couple times. I wish that, you know, the new 3DS kind of came along too late in the 3DS's life cycle. And I definitely would have gotten roped into spending more money on those faceplates had the Steam not been running out for that system's life. I had a 2DS because it was cheaper and I just wanted to play Pokemon. That's what the Switch Lite is. It's literally for people who want to play Pokemon, and it's like cheaper. If you want a long-ass game, they are making a sequel to Okami, so you can play the first one. That's like 50 hours long. What systems is Okami available on now? That may be some. I might actually do that, because that is something I don't really know anything about. But I remember seeing it, and, you know, it looks beautiful. It's an interesting concept, so yeah, maybe. Wii and oh, it is on the Switch. Okay, I thought so. What you doing there, Luigi? Yeah, maybe. Maybe sometime. I mean, now we got, you know, Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair just came out. Hat in Time came out today on the Switch. I would like to get those at some point. I'm trying to be good with what little money I currently have. And I just ordered a ring the other day on Amazon, because I found it, like, I've been looking for a ring for a while, and you know, I'll delve into why another time. But I was looking, and I didn't want to buy one on. I don't like buying stuff online to begin with, because I'm weird. I like to go to the store and get the actual item, but especially with something like that, I am hesitant to buy online. But I was not finding anything I liked in any store. So I caved and bought one the other day, and it came today, and I was all excited until I opened it up, and it was the wrong fucking size. What key am I missing? God damn it. Um, despite having my... I was in Penny's one day, looking through there, looking for a ring there, and, you know, the lady's like, do you need any help? That's what I have to do. And I was like, no, and then I thought, you know what, can you just, like, measure my ring size? And she's like, yeah, sure. And I'm a 12. And I ordered a 12. And it's too fucking big. So now I had to go through the rigmarole of returning, and I have to, I mean, I organized the return, and they weren't going to give me all my money back. They weren't going to reimburse me for shipping. So I had to, like, contact an Amazon employee, and he credited me for that, but I still didn't get the tax. I still don't have the full amount returned, but just, I don't care at this point. I have to, like, print a packing slip and take it to the UPS store, and our printer doesn't fucking work, so I gotta go buy ink. This is exactly, and I was so excited when I got it. Because stupid little shit excites me. And, like, I was looking forward to it, even though it's, like, nothing to look forward to. But I was, like, trying to keep my expectations in check. Like, you know this is going to be fucked up in some way, right? And sure enough, it was, so. So my day has been... You know what? I gotta go in here, I think. My day has been trying to get a GameCube capture to work, and trying to return an item from Amazon, excuse me. I am 30 or 40 years old, and I do not need this. Told you I was gonna start saying that. My 9s are too big on me now. I'll have to recheck my size. I mean, I didn't know. I was skeptical even when the lady sized me. And, like, I even did one of those, like, it tells you how to, like, check your ring size by, like, tying a piece of string around your finger and then marking it and then measuring it in, like, millimeters. And I'm 12 no matter what. So this is just... They're wrong. This is their problem, not mine. I lost 30 pounds this year? Well, congratulations. That's great. Unless you weren't intending to, I don't know. I lost a bunch too, yeah. So I think what my brother suggested I do is before I actually, like, send the ring off, I'm going to go back to Penny's, I guess, tomorrow, and then send it off in the same trip or whatever, I don't know. I'll go back to Penny's and have them put that ring on one of those ring-sizing finger things that they have at the jewelry counters or whatever, and see what size that ring actually is. And then see how many sizes lower I need to go. Vacuuming has never been so fun. I'm surprised you don't turn off the flashlight with B and just blink it on to stun the ghost. Yeah, I know. That's how you're supposed to do it. I've never done that. I don't really know why. There is a thing in Dark Moon that you kind of have to do that with. It's like the strobe bulb or something, which like really flashes certain ghosts or something. I forget. I haven't played that one in a while, to be honest. I've only played it once in full, in fact. But yeah, you're supposed to like hold in B to keep it off and then like flash the ghost and get him. But I just kind of like turn to the ghost. And then when you hear like the dink sound, like that, you just suck him up. Give him a good suck. But, I mean, that has caused me to lose a couple of good things so far. It may not be the best plan of action. I'll tell you what, though, collecting, you know, there are some things in video games that are just so satisfying. And collecting money in this game and, like, finding the secrets and stuff is really satisfying. I don't know if it's just because it's money. You found Mario's hat. And it's been laundered recently. I like that King Boo captures Mario and then cleans his clothes for him. Yeah, this is not bad. It seems like, you know, even though you lose a little bit more health, that like there's still health pickups and they like respawn, so it's like, what's the big deal? Missed opportunity not to make the piano from Mario 64. Should have played that for Halloween. That's the scariest thing in video games. You know what? I have the sound down very much, and I didn't hear what she was playing, but I believe it was... Yes, okay. I heard like a little bit of bass on that. What is generally considered, if anything, to be like the scariest game? scariest video game or whatever. I've not really ever played any. That's not my thing, but like I've watched a bunch and nothing really seems scary. I mean, like I get horror, like they're creepy or like they're unsettling or weird or whatever. Or they put in like a stupid fucking jump scare, which is just like it startles you. But is there, what is a game that is like genuinely scary? I guess it really depends on what scares you. That is true. Did I really do that twice? Almost the third time, I think. No, come on. Oh, fuck off. We're 1 for 4 now. Plus, I believe there's cheese. Oh, there it is. Where the hell did it go? Cool, did we lose the mouse too? Awesome. This is going swimmingly. He had to vacuum up his food. Ghost food. Yeah, there we go. See, Dark Moon didn't really have this either, where you kind of like each, there was like a lot of unique ghosts, and each one had like a different way of, you know, making it vulnerable and defeating it. Which I believe, yeah, I just had to wait for him to get time. Oh, fuck off. Soma has scared me conceptually, but not actually during the gameplay or monsters or anything. Yeah, it's like the idea is scary. Very, like, it's just fucked up. And I think that is probably, out of what I have seen, you know, probably the most unsettled and, like, creeped out I've been by a game, just in concept. Whoop. Anatomy has haunted me for years. I know, right? I mean, like, how many times have we discussed already just the weirdness of having a body and, like, being alive and face the right way, Luigi. Oh, I meant the game Anatomy, which was actually about a house. Okay. I thought we were just talking about Anatomy itself. Real Anatomy is scarier than the game Anatomy. And how the house is similar to the human body. Okay, that's sounding more concerning. Does the house, like, communicate with you? You are inside me right now. I don't like that. Oh boy, I am low on health. Sonic.exe is the scariest game with realistic human blood. Can't argue with that. Yeah, I should probably get some health before I move on. I think the baby's room usually has like a big heart. It's worth 50. And I gotta go up there anyway to get more money now that I have the water thingy. Oh boy. I don't know where that boo went. If he went over here? Yep. Little heart. Yeah, I'm gonna head upstairs. Oh, hello, Ratson. How's it going? How are you tonight? Doing alright? Ready to chill out and watch some streams? Awesome. Thank you for choosing my stream for some reason. I'm healthy again. Wrong way. Goose game tomorrow. I may also be conjuring the best route to take in a Legend of Zelda race this Tuesday. Good luck on that. Is it just regular Zelda, or like Link to the Past, or can this plant, like, okay. This game just rewards menial cleaning tasks with stacks of cash. Regular Zelda on NES. I would get your map of level 9 ready. As many times as I've played that game, I can never get through the final level very well, anyway. Not as bad as the Great Palace in Zelda 2, but like the last couple times I played either of those, I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just figure it out. And I did, and it just took for fucking ever. That, DuckTales, and a secret retro game for a multi-game race. Sounds cool. Oh, I forgot to take the hat to the fortune teller. What's happening with you, and why Luigi's Mansion? Luigi's Mansion, 'cause Halloween, I guess. Halloween, and to lead up to the new Luigi's Mansion. I haven't played this in a long time, and I thought, you know, it's like the only game I really have related to this season that I could do. That I have an excuse to play this, which, I mean, like, even if it weren't for this, this probably would have been streamed at some point anyway. It's the spooky Mario game other than spooky Mario Maker levels. See, in Mario Maker 2, you can turn off the lights in the ghost houses for extra spook. That makes sense. I haven't participated in seasonal games. I mean, it's not like an obligation. I just figured, you know, why not? And just to get in the mood for the new one. Ah, yes. Place bets on whether or not I forget to water this each chapter, I guess? Each area? Oh, hi, doggy. Bad dog. Can you, like... There we go. You cannot pet the dog in this game. I've never played much of Zelda 1. I played too much Zelda 3. Randomizer. Gex randomizer. That would be interesting. They're gonna run out of games to randomize eventually and just have to do... All we got left is Gex. How do we randomize this? I mean, there's Mario 64 randomized. I guess they could kind of do a similar thing to that. Oh, there we go. Waste of big heart. Oh my gosh. I did it. I used the flashlight properly and it worked. What a concept. Except I did it that time and it didn't work. Where did that heart go? I hear it. Gex, I haven't thought about that game in years. I would like to get my hands on one or the other for the N64 and stream those at some point, because I have not played those in a very long time, but that was... Those were a common rental at Blockbuster. And having watched Sam play them recently, I think they still hold up well enough that I would have some fun with them. This fight was extremely bad on the 3DS. I mean, it's bad enough here. But just dealing, like, with all these little shadow bogmires or whatever they are, and just... Oh, boy. And just, like, getting rid of all of them, and then aiming at him correctly, like I just did not do there. Excuse me. I just noticed your border decoration. I love it. Thank you. You know what? I didn't even mention it. As much as I talk way too much about other things, you'd think I would have brought that up by now. But yes, this is the first not HD game I'm streaming. So I had to have some kind of underlay. I didn't have to, but I figured, why not? Let me break out all the technical prowess I can muster. And, you know, have a second thing on screen. What's next? Face cam? I wasn't sure if it was going to be, like, too obnoxious. I kept, like, dimming it more and more. But I whipped that up in, like, 10 minutes. It's it's nothing special. I don't know. I could do, like, different things, I guess, for, like, future games that don't fill out the whole screen. Restart Silver Portrait. I know, the run is ruined. The whole process of putting Ghost in pictures seems really horrible to me. Maybe this is the scariest game ever. Alright. Oh yeah, I can go outside. Not as bad as Ganon in Breath of the Wild. That's the last time I felt really bad for an enemy. See, I don't actually know the ending to Breath of the Wild now that I think of it. As I've just, like, watched random bits and pieces of that game over the years. As if it's been out for more than 3. You just gave me an idea for a playthrough at some point. Mario's Time Machine. I got that. Maybe I'll do that on, like, April Fool's. Mario's Time Machine and Mario is Missing back to back. We could race Mario's Time Machine. Who can dispel history facts the fastest? That is a bouncy gold bar. Can't wait to mash through text and choose the right answers the fastest. Hell yeah. You could stream Breath of the Wild? I could. I've said before I would like to now. I had no real intention of playing through that game just because of, like, how overwhelming it seems. And, like, it took me, like, 20 years to get to Ocarina of Time. But, it's like when they announced Breath of the Wild 2, I was like, shit, now I kind of really gotta play the first one. Not gotta, but, like, I want to. It's just, like, an exciting prospect. We just found a letter. I wonder who it's from. It's from Mario. It's a letter from our Mario. streams give you an excuse to play games outside your wheelhouse. Yeah, I or just games that like I've never played before. I would like to, because so far I've only done things that I know. What did you say? Oh. Yeah, so far I've only done things I know to some degree, but and like even like Link's Awakening remake it's a remake of a game I already know. So like even though I streamed that when it was new, it's not a new game. But I think when Luigi's Mansion 3 comes out, I will probably stream that. I won't stream it like day one. Cuz that's the other thing. I don't want to be like super popular streamer who's like obligated to play every big release as it happens, because then I feel like I'm not experiencing the game for myself. Like streaming is like a completely different experience than just, you know, playing a game on your own, or you know, even playing a game with friends is quite different. But I would like to, you know, especially for a game like that I'm really excited for, I'm going to want to, like, play it on my own. But then I guess I would start, like, a second file and stream it, like, even if I haven't completed the game yet. I could start a stream, like, midway through. So I am considering doing that. I said I might do Hat in Time, now that that's on the Switch. Like, I might stream that blind. I would like to pick something to stream blind. It might be that. I don't know. Yippee skip yahoo. Blue's Clues reference, really? Yep. We went there. That is the quality entertainment you can expect from my streams. Isn't Dark Souls on the Switch? Get really out of your wheelhouse, Nico. Oh yeah, that is... Which one is Dark Souls again? I don't even... I get a lot of the D games mixed up. I have the opportunity to miss another Speedy Spirit in here, so let's get that over with. There he is. This is... Wow, okay, that was very generous. Except all the money went all over the fucking place. Austin's here. Hello, how are you? Guys, I don't want to alarm you, but we have 4 people in chat at the same time. This is unheard of. Brilliant. Guess he skipped leg day. Alright, thanks for watching. That's, I'm going out on that note. I got promoted last week. Congratulations. I was just talking to another one of my friends got promoted. Everybody's getting promotions. Promotions for everyone. you get a promotion, and you get a promotion. So what do you do now? Like, what's different about your position? Are you making the big bucks? I got some nice whiskey to celebrate. There you go. I didn't, oh. I'm a team lead, so now I manage minions. Congratulations! You get to boss people around now. Oh, this just connects the, Well, let's take the letter back to the fortune teller. I was going to make a Mario Super Show reference, but I don't think anyone would have got it. The live action one, where they have a fortune teller come and tell them like what prize they're going to win in a contest. Did I need to clip this? No. Well, at least I did something clip-worthy. That didn't involve my brother having to come in and play the game for me. Do the Mario, that's right. R.I.P. 10 years, Captain Lou. That's fucking wild. I remember when he died, and it's been a decade. Time needs to just slow the fuck down. It's too much. I definitely don't feel 30 now. That is a really weird feeling. Can I, like... There we go. I know there's... I believe... How many cheeses have we gotten? 3? There should be 2 more. I think one's in here, but there's fucking plates flying at me. There it is. Problem is, I gotta do it while the lights are off. Ooh, 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 ooh. There we go. Get off of me. I feel 30 as fuck, my dude. Embrace it if you can, I guess. I still feel like I'm fucking 16. It's weird. Oh, you know what? I missed a boo, or like 2 boos, I think. I wasn't paying attention. Where the hell is this one hiding? There he is. Where are you going? You can't go out that way. I act like I'm 18 to 21 and I'm 32. If I dab too hard, I pull a I pull a muscle. I don't know how those Fortnite kids do those dances, man. We're getting old. Can't floss, I'll throw my hip out. Can you even throw your hip out? Is that a thing? Did I just... The funny thing is, people, you know, since I was in, like, high school, and probably, you know, before that even, people have told me... I had, like, the nickname of... Not the nickname, but people used to call me, like, geriatric in high school. Jokingly, like, my friends would, not, you know, people being assholes. Just, like, the way that I move and, like, the things that I would say. It was, like, such an in-joke that I was, like, this old man trapped in a young person's body, but now I still feel like I'm in that 16-year-old mindset for some reason. With the added benefits and not benefits of being older. And it's very strange. Why? You can only throw your hip out if you yeet too hard. Why dab when you can do the Mario? Good point. We should all play Fortnite. I did not know that Fortnite has been happening on a singular map this entire time. I guess... There's no boo in here, or did I get it? I don't even fucking remember. There's that 30-year-old brain working. And, like, they made this whole big deal about, like, Fortnite is ending and everybody lost their minds, and then it was just like, oh, we're adding a new map, and it was like, wait a minute. This game had one level. I thought, if anything, it was, like, procedurally generated stuff. Like, it was, like, different every time, every match or whatever, to a degree. Nah, just one level, man. You get one level and you'll like it. You know, back in my day, I used to play GoldenEye. That had like 12 maps. And you'd think this would be the opposite. Like, back in my day, we only had one map and we made do with it. But for some reason, it's ass backwards. Monsters. Even this game has more levels than Fortnite. It's true. They also implemented server updates and stuff, so they made a big event instead of just taking it down for maintenance. I mean, it worked. They know what they're doing. We don't have a bot, so links are fine. Oh. Yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want in this chat. I don't have, like, anything set up. It's the Wild fucking West. It sure is. Oh gosh. I'm just amazed still we have like 4 people talking at the same time. God, I wanted the ice. And like, what's the requirement for, yeah, I need ice. For like affiliate or... Which one's... I don't fucking remember which one's first, partner or affiliate. Where you need like 50 followers in however many hours, and then like an average or like a total of, or a max of 5 unique people chatting at the same time. And like that's like the biggest hurdle I have to overcome. You gotta get your average up so you can spam your own emotes. Average of 3 viewers. I thought there was something about like unique chatters. I don't remember. I haven't actually looked in a while. I'm like afraid to look at my stream stats after each one. Whoa. I didn't know she could do that. Fucking hocked a Luigi at me. Oh, is that pearl gonna get stuck, or... Get over here. There we go. Physics, everybody. The power of the poltergust. At least 500 total minutes broadcast in the last 30 days, at least 7 unique broadcast days in the last 30 days, an average of 3 concurrent viewers or more over the last 30 days, and at least 50 followers. I guess it was the other one that had like unique chatters or something, or maybe I just like made that up in my head. I don't know. I don't know if there's another... It's a moldy old journal. Wasn't sure if there was another speedy spirit in here. I don't think... Maybe not. I don't know. I thought that was supposed to make her vulnerable. The hell did she go? I've never had that happen, I don't think. Partner is hard to get. I'm not even trying unless I was hitting like 50 viewers average. I don't know that I'd even want that much, to be honest. I guess I'd like the benefits of a higher Twitch status just to have. But, oh, here he is. And I lost him. I mean, I feel like I would just want, like, maybe... I don't know, I just want, like, a small group that's not too hard to, like, keep up with. I don't want, like, a chat of, like, hundreds or thousands. Where it's like, I can't even talk to anybody. Because at least this, I can, you know, pause for a moment or do something and look over and see something and continue to, you know, go on the same subject with the same person and stuff. I just like the idea of, like, a small hangout while playing video game. Which is why I find streaming more enticing than like a Let's Play or something, where it's pre-recorded. Because this just feels like so much more casual, and it's like, the more I've done this and the more I've watched, it's like... I kind of think of this as like, oh, I have to be so professional, and like, oh, I should do this and I shouldn't do that. And like I worry about like hearing the clicks of the controller or like background noise, and that kind of doesn't really matter with streaming because it's just like hanging out. I don't really know how to describe it, but for some reason I don't mind when I'm watching like a streamer or whatever, even if I'm not watching them live, if I'm watching it like later on, and you hear them like get up or do something, or, you know, it's just like hanging out with a friend. I don't know how Vinny does it. I just want a cozy chat. That's all I want, really, is just like some regulars and maybe excuse me, other random people popping in, but see, like that, like, you probably just heard me like taking the drink, and like, you wouldn't do that in a Let's Play for some reason. I don't know. Who the fuck cares? Who makes the rules? Sorry about that. Oh, I need fire. Another example, you can have long swaths of dead air and it doesn't really matter as much. Because like I've said before, and like I used to hold off on doing this, and like I tried Let's Plays with a friend like years ago, and we were gonna start doing them, but like he ended up getting a new job and he was like far more busy, so we recorded like one test and I thought it went pretty well, but then we just couldn't really follow through with it. But then, like, with streaming, I always thought, like, oh, well, I need, like, a partner, you know, at least one partner to, like, bounce off of, so there's not, like, a lot of dead air, but I don't know, the more I watch, the more I realize, like, how casual it is. And it doesn't really matter. As long as you're mildly entertaining. Which is questionable for me, but I don't... Oh. You know, entertaining when I take 13 minutes to steal from the shop in Link's Awakening. I went to make that highlight, I couldn't believe how long it was. I was like, I was really doing that for like 12 minutes? Everything gets, like, stuck on something else. Billions and billions of stars. Water the fucking plants, Luigi. Yeah, while you're catching those ghosts, you know, just... Why don't you dust everything, water the plants, you know, make the beds. Hardest part of the game right here, by the way. Okay, I did not expect to even get that on my second try. So, new moon conspiracy. It's actually very small. And it can explode if you shoot a comet ghost at it. Somebody get me to the Moon Truthers Reddit. I got some news. This is big. Fuck Flat Earth, it's all about Flat Moon now. The moon is a 2D sprite. I seen it. Now we're going to take the camera out of bounds. And you can see that the moon is actually a flat image. The Earth is a triangle, wake up. The sun confirmed for flat. Everything's flat. You're flat! No talent. The sun has no talent. Who the fuck are you? I walked Bob Dylan up on stage. That video is still hilarious, but I don't know if it's, like, legit. Like, if that was staged or not. Because I feel like I've seen that guy in something. Like he's an actor or something. Got him. What, I guess I've only lost like half of them now? More aiming, which does not work very well in this game. It's very hard for some reason. Like the depth perception is just weird, or I mean, I have no depth perception to begin with, but I don't know if that translates into a flat image. My eyes are fucking horrible. I go to the... You know when you go to the eye doctor and they do the depth perception test? I don't know how universal this is, but... you put on, like, those special glasses with, like, this weird tinted lens, and they open, like, this book with, like, these diagrams, and it's like, you're supposed to, like, point to the... in each image, like, which circle is, like, popping up. And the glasses are supposed to make one pop up when you put them on. Like, if you look at it normally, it just looks like a flat image. But I'm just like, I just tell them not to even do it anymore because none of them pop out for me. I'm just like, forget it. I don't have depth perception. You don't need to tell me again. This isn't helping your geriatric argument. It is helping the geriatric argument. It is not helping the I still feel 16 argument. Billiard 2008. I should stream Lunar Pool. But yeah, my eyes are like... I used to do that thing in school where everybody's like, hey, let me try on your glasses, because that's fun for some reason. And people would, like, put my glasses on and be like, oh my... Like, they would, like, shoot back in pain upon putting on my glasses. Like, holy shit, I just saw through the wall. How thick are your lenses? Funny thing was, though, I got contacts when I was in, I think 7th grade. And up until then, like, any time I took off my glasses, everybody would be like, oh man, you look so weird without your glasses. And I got contacts and was, like, expecting to go in the next day with everybody saying something. Nobody fucking noticed. I remember being so disappointed. I was like, I was prepared for it, and no one gave a shit. Nico is EGAD confirmed. The E stands for Nico. The hell does that even mean? Do I look like I know what an e-girl is? it doesn't help that you have a lazy eye. I actually don't have a lazy eye. I mean, it might as well have been. But I had that corrected. I think it's starting to, like, come back, though. I don't remember what... How many fucking ghosts are here? I don't remember what the actual term for it was. But it was just, like, the muscle in my eye was really weak. And as a result, my eye... You know, if I focused on something for more than a couple seconds, my right eye would, like, turn inward by itself. And I had surgery on that about 10 years ago. And, I mean, like, they basically went in my eye, detached the muscle, moved my eye, and then reattached it. Sorry, content warning. Eye gore, body horror, something, I don't know. That's weird. I should have, preempted that one. I apologize if eyes freak you out, because I know that is very much a thing. It kind of freaked me out. And yet I have no problem talking about that. I guess because I went through it. I don't know. I wouldn't want to go through it again. And, I was just... it was my birthday last week, and I went to dinner. And I thought I was just going to dinner, like, with my family, and it was just, you know, whatever. And I get there, and we're standing, like, waiting to be seated, and someone pulls on the back of my hat, and, like, I had, like, this instant reaction of, like, what the fuck? Like I was about ready to throw hands, and I turn around, and it's one of my friends that I hadn't seen in, like, over a year. But yeah, like, at some point during the dinner, we were talking about that, and I said, you know, after the surgery, I had to wear, like, a patch for, like, 2, 3, or 4 weeks. And so, from the surgery for that amount of time till I went back to the doctor, I had not seen out of my right eye at all. At any point in time. And when I went back to the doctor, he was like, alright, let's take off the patch. And he took it off, and, like, I just instinctively, like, audibly, like, almost screamed. Because, my eye was just, you know, it wasn't used to anything, even though it had been fixed. And my eye was, like, pointing down to the right, while the other one was facing forward, and it was, like, so bizarre. I thought, like, something had gone horribly wrong. But, like, after a few moments, it, like, corrected itself. But I was just there, like, I really went, like, oh, God! It was like, this is way worse than before. You put my eye in backwards. The chat is just like, oh gosh. Don't tell us that. That's horrifying. No. No. Please. Ghost, please. I can... Ah, fuck. I'm gonna have to compile all the failures of the speedy spirits. How do I... Oh, right. My mom was an eye doctor and brought me in to watch her do eye surgery. It was sort of weird. I can imagine. I don't think I've seen it on like TV and stuff, like them, you know, like poking into the eye. I shouldn't continue to talk about this, but like it just it's one of those things that just like sends shivers up my spine. And then the blood starts gushing out, and I was yelling and screaming, and realistic blood started dripping out of the TV screen, and then my parents were dead. We are truly at top spook levels now. I didn't actually think we were going to get into body horror on the Luigi's Mansion Halloween stream. And yet, here we are. Okay. I really hate these two. All the multiple portrait ghosts are pretty annoying. Like there's a... Well, I think there's only a couple instances of that. Like the clock tower guards, there's 3 of them. You found Mario's shoe. I can't read that on Twitch. Can't say the F word on Twitch. And I'm not talking about fuck. That's fine. God damn, this stream chat got dark. Happy fucking Halloween. Brew, scared ya. Don't say Fortnite, that's right. That's the F word. That's the real F word. Don't say floss, that's the other F word. How many... How deep is this joke gonna go? I believe I am missing something. Oh no, I got all of Mario's shit. Okay. See, that's the other downside to streaming, aside from everything like going horribly wrong. I'm only like half paying attention to the game. And like I immediately forget something I did 2 seconds ago because I wasn't actually paying attention. You fucking said Fortnite, you fart face. This stream has gone off the rails. Don't make me mark this as mature content. Ooh, Nico said a bunch of naughty words. What did I say earlier? We said clitoris. I don't know why that made me laugh. It wasn't funny the first time. Oh, I remember what I said. Get over here. This should be the easiest one. And she's like fucking stuck. She's the one who wants to be put back in her painting, and she's like, nah, no, fight. Anyway, yeah, I said I gave the fans some foreplay. So it would come money. I didn't say that part. That's new. Okay. Now we're getting a little rowdy. We got Luigi humping tables here. What the fuck is going on? You did not just say come money, Jesus Christ. The advantage to like never saying anything sexual or making like lewd jokes or statements or anything like that is that it really freaks people out when you finally do. The payoff is fantastic. Ban Nico and Esty from his own stream. Whoa. Sometimes, like, more gold mice will pop out in the hallway, but there's like a... It's completely by chance, I believe. But we got one more cheese, I think, in this next room. Forgot to turn my phone off. Oh, it's... there it is. I am the cheese, the best character on the show. Oh shit, I need ice. I am better than both the salami and the bologna combined. Thank you, I couldn't actually, like, remember the rest of that. It's been way too long since I watched that show. And I haven't seen the movie either. I'm like the last living being on Earth who doesn't have Netflix. So. You know, if I needed to up my old man cred any further. Wow. Like, of course Nico doesn't have Netflix. He's not even, he doesn't even emulate. He's using a real fucking GameCube. Who has a GameCube? Just lying around. I don't remember there being this many ghosts. Oh boy. Oh, stop. What is that banana doing? Oh god, now we're sucking bananas. I don't have it either, don't worry. That makes me feel a little better. I feel like... It really does feel like nobody doesn't have that and or some other streaming services. And I'm missing like a lot of good shit. Not really a lot. Like, I wouldn't watch as much as most people, probably, but, like, there's a number of shows that I'm very interested in, but just have no access to otherwise. He has NikoFlix. Oh boy. Time for the best boss in the game. Get your timers ready. I watch anime on there, but you gotta wait for it to come out 3 months later. See, if I liked anime enough, I would get like Crunchyroll or something. High Score Girl is really good. I've had that recommended a few times. I don't actually, you know, I don't watch that much like TV or like shows, and I'm watching less and less, which is probably not actually a good thing, because like it would actually probably inspire me more if I watch shit. But now it's like I'll like almost actively avoid watching certain things even though I like them. Which, I mean, I've gone over that before. It's like, I'm afraid to enjoy shit. Luigi, can you, like, ice them? Look at this absolute unit. There we go. This is a Gigantamax Boo. I've done my topical game conversation for the evening now. Yeah, this... And I'll say it again, not that... I'm sure you can imagine, this fight is fucking balls in the 3DS version. Why did you come back to... Oh my god, just... Please, yes. Okay, one more. Get ready for a bronze frame on this one. Boo, please, please. So you can, like, kind of, like, attract them, but then it, like, doesn't really work when you try to ice it anyway. You face the wrong way. Great. Awesome. Oh, this is... If I fucking die, I swear to God. Oh my God. Please, just... Just walk into the ice, please. Oh, come on. There we... Oh, thank God. Not that I was going for a no-death run or anything, but... Fucking hell. That was bad. 444. Oh, God. These boos need to chill. Nice. Wish I thought of that. No, I did want timed. I was curious. Just... That's awful. Almost 5 minutes. And half of that time was probably just trying to get that last boo. Amazing. That one really is like the run killer for people who do speedrun. Yeah, that was bronze frame. And I sure as hell wasn't doing it the most optimal way. Or even a good way, but my god. Did EGAD just Naruto run? I like got up the other day out of bed and like half did a Naruto run without realizing it. I don't know why. I was like, why are my arms like well, not like a full Naruto run. I only went like 5 feet. But like my arms just kind of went back and I was like, whoa, what? Hey, don't do that. This is an Area 51. We don't, that's not necessary. Guys? I forgot to water the fucking flower. You have to water it once in each, like, segment, or, yeah, it just fucking dies. That's a lot of money lost. Game over, restart. This run has had to restart like 8 times now. That is just a kick in the dick after that boo fight. Fuck me. I mean, I know it doesn't, like, I'm not going for anything here. I'm just beating the game, I'm just playing the game, but, like, I wanted to do it. You could probably beat the entire game tonight. Yeah, what are we at? Yeah, we're only at 2.5 hours, and we're on, like, the last part of the game, so... At least I can water these little plants. I'm not surprised Luigi let that die. He may be green, but he doesn't have a green thumb. Hey, can I do that joke again where I say I'm ending the stream? Absolute quality tonight. That just prompted me to check on the dropped frames just in case. Like, I've been streaming at like 2 frames a second this entire time. And just nobody said anything because they felt bad. I'm out of water. I'll get the rest later. You will stream forever and you will like it. Well, I don't know about that. I think that's a bad deal for everybody involved. You did have a sound desync a while ago, but it fixed itself. That happened, I found out it happened last time on Link's Awakening, like near the end, and yeah, it just fixed itself. I'd forgotten that happened, but I don't know what the deal is there. Because these have been the only times that has happened so far, like, by some stretch of the imagination, like, as much as audio desync has, like, plagued my entire existence, like, back when I was doing cartoons and shit, they have surprisingly not happened with the streams until last time. How bad was it? I don't know, like, what I can, like, if somebody, like, lets me know, like, what I would even be able to do about it. 1 second. Sorry about that. Like a quarter of a second. That's not too bad. I mean, I'm not happy about that, but I guess I'll see it later when I'm exporting and whatever. Because I do end up watching almost like the entire stream. Excuse me. I do end up watching like almost like the entire streams back for some reason, just to like try and find certain things. Oh my gosh. And lost another one. I'm not even surprised at this point. Should I even bother with the speedy spirits by now? Oh, this is going terribly. It's not worth it. It's in here somewhere. There he is. I guess I just set up my Link to the Past ROM for Wednesday. I'll be there. I don't know when I'm gonna be doing another one of these. I said before I think I might do Doom at some point, probably this week, because that's like the only other appropriate game I could come up with. Or I might just do like some Game Boy games or something, I don't know. Wait a minute. Am I in the wrong place? Yep. I only stream one thing. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people only stream one thing. There he is. Plus, you know, streaming a randomizer, at least, you know, every stream is going to be considerably different. To some extent. I mean, you don't know what's... I mean, there's so many options, and, like, Link to the Past is a huge game for a randomizer. There's a lot of variables. And that randomizer is so good in, like, how many different ways you can play it. Oh, right. Oh. I gotta find this old man. Find him. I know where he is, I just wasn't paying attention. Again. Stream the spookiest game of all, Magic the Gathering Arena. And random Namco arcade games. Oh. Yeah, you stream Gex and Namco arcade games. Stream Mr. Driller. Mr. Driller randomized. They're all randomized. Triple kill. You have? How the heck did you do that? Or was it like part of like a larger stream? Because could you really dedicate an entire stream to Mr. Driller? I mean, I probably would, but I love that fucking game. I think that's my favorite arcade game. You know, even out of like everything from the golden age of arcade games, my favorite is a game from 1999. Namco just makes good fucking arcade games. And like, you know, you'd think I'd be biased and be like, oh, Donkey Kong is my favorite arcade game, or like Mario Brothers, or, you know, something made by Nintendo. No. Namco made amazing arcade games. most of which were from the 80s that I like, but then you got Mr. Driller almost at the turn of the millennium, but it's a good fucking game. It's addicting. It was part of an arcade medley. Ah. Which, is it on any of the Namco museums? I don't, did they ever, like, include that in any? Because it's, like, newer than, like, you know, it's not like Pac-Man and Dig Dug and Galaga and stuff. So I don't know if they ever bother with their newer stuff. And there's like a Namco museum for the Switch that is like really not very good in its selection. Because I had seen that there was one, and I got excited that there was a, you know, a Switch one. But there was nothing on there really worth playing. Oh my god. Pole Position 2 was at a local pharmacy growing up, and it was a ritual to get a quarter from my mom and play it. That's awesome. I didn't have a lot of that growing up. Like arcades, arcade cabinets, you know, just kind of sprinkled in random stores and stuff. But I did actually, my brother used to play indoor soccer. I mean, he played for like a season, and the place, like the sports complex that he played at, had several arcade machines, and like most of them were like fighting games, and I didn't really care. But, oh, fuck. Why am I so small? Yeah, most of them were like fighting games and stuff that I wasn't interested in. But they had Bust-A-Move, like the original. And they had Mr. Do's Castle, which was surprisingly interesting. And I would play that a lot. But I mostly just played Bust-A-Move, and that was very addicting. And now that is on the Switch, that version, and I'm very happy. Because, like, I got so into that game, and then I bought a version of it for the Game Boy Color, and it's like, it's just not the same. And now, like, 20 years later, it's on the Switch. In its true form. The sequel's on there too, but I don't have it yet. Maybe sometime I'll get that. Oh, right, I can go up there. I was gifted a sub to a MTG channel while I was watching you. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Took me a second to figure out what that meant. Let's get some more water. I only played for 10 minutes, and that was like almost 5 years ago. Wow. I didn't think like any of us were streaming that long ago. But like my Twitch account has existed for much longer than I thought it did. I apparently created it in... I just saw it the other day. I think it said November 2013. And I was like, really? Because like I didn't ever really bother to watch anyone, and I kind of still don't watch that many people. I mostly just watch people I know. But then a lot of the times, like, I'm not around for stuff, or I miss it. Oh, this is the famous part where Luigi hangs himself or something. Hold on. Oh. No, I guess not. I was supposed to come in here during the blackout, and I didn't. But, like, when you're talking on this phone, there's, like, lightning, and the shadow looks like Luigi's hanging from the ceiling, but I don't know. That is some vintage creepypasta. Creepypasta, more like crappy pasta. The sound desync is... Oh, on your video. Scared me for a second. Sound desync is fucking... the worst. I spent, like, hours and hours and hours in the past just trying to get shit right on old cartoons. Like, getting frustrated to the point where I actually felt like my blood boiling. Like, I would have to, like, take note of it and, like, stop and be like, okay, I gotta take a step back from this because I'm getting irrationally angry at this. It's just so annoying. Most of it is, like, Flash's fault, and then, like, a lot of, like, exporting stuff and, like, early YouTube era and different, like, video formats was, like... I guess stuff is probably a lot better now. Or a lot easier, at least. I would certainly hope so. Or maybe not. I mean, sometimes shit just doesn't work. Look at, like, streamers who have been streaming for years and still run into problems, like, and they're just like, I don't know what to do. This is just not working. Technology is, like, just so finicky. Yeah, this is gonna be annoying. Maybe not. Maybe. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I expected that to go a lot worse, given how some of the other stuff has gone tonight. The heck is the boo? Watch this part of the game end up taking longer than all the other parts just because these fucking boos are gonna run from room to room. And the stronger poltergust doesn't even make a difference on the boos, I don't think. Streaming is very hard. What do you think the plot of the new Mario movie is going to be? I think it'll be about Bowser Jr.'s mom. So it's going to be about Shigeru Miyamoto? I don't know what they're going to do with that, and I mean, obviously interested. But very speculative about it. Because, like, how far out of their comfort zone are they going to expand? Or are they going to play it, like, too safe? Like, you can't go too far in one direction or the other with this sort of thing. And I don't know. I feel like Nintendo is probably going to have a real tight stranglehold over the project, and Illumination is probably just there to, like, animate it and maybe, I don't know, a little bit of, like, directing or story or whatever. But I think everything is going to have to be, like, passed by Nintendo first. But it's gonna be... Everybody says, like, I'm not ready to... Oh. Oh. Lovely. Good night, everybody. Where did I last save? Fuck. Aw. Well, anyway. What was I saying? I'm the one that's defending the studio because I actually like Despicable Me for everything except the Minions. That's what a lot of people say, like... I'm sure the Minions and how they got, like, shoved down everyone's throats is just, like, you know... First of all these movies are a lot of, like, designed by committee, and ideas just kind of get more and more diluted, and, you know, with these big studios and Hollywood bullshit, nothing is ever really as good as the original vision, and, like, sometimes you'll see, like, concept art and stuff, and it's like, why didn't the movie look like that? It's so much better, but it's all about, you know, how marketable can we make this? And for some reason, shit like Minions works and is marketable. And that ended up, you know, overshadowing what... And I've never seen Despicable Me. But... Oh, I'm back at the... Oh, fuck me. I didn't even save after the blackout? I'm not... Oh, Christ. I'm not going back for those speedy spirits. But I will see if Luigi hangs himself. Fuck off.
Hello?
It's Bowser!
Mario?
Oh, cool. Can't do it again. Wait, which fucking phone is ringing?
Hello?
This is such a shit playthrough. I didn't even remember that I would be stuck in this room. So it was actually more beneficial just to not come this way. Oh boy, oh boy. Maybe you're not going to beat the game tonight. There's too little left to, like, have to dedicate another stream to it, I feel like. This just turned into a speedrun. I'm gonna regret saying that for sure. Alright, man, gotta bounce. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll try to not fuck up the rest of this game. I'll see you on, I guess tomorrow for Goose Game. I'll try to be there. I put microwave rice of Roni in. Proper name. I'll put tuna in that and water with ice. That sounds pretty healthy, honestly. like healthy and good. Open the door, Luigi, please.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Not going to be worth it. I was going to get the big heart, but I'm just going to get stuck in that room with a ton of ghosts. I'm going to get some hearts from that anyway. Yeah, triple kill again. Not as impressive when you have to do it a second time because you fucking died. Really? I think if I ever get an emote, it is going to somehow have to be related to me saying, sarcastically saying really or brilliant. Because I have caught myself saying that a lot during these streams.
Oh yeah.
Booby hatch? I don't understand that one. Remember to save? I don't remember to like save because it's usually like, oh, you catch a boo and it saves for you. But I never successfully caught any of the boos. So I never saved. But yeah, when I go back upstairs, I'll talk to Toad. Because now you're getting into the area where the boos have like ridiculous HP levels. And you're not gonna like keep them in one room for very long. He wasn't there earlier? Or did I just not, like, get him? I don't know. Oh yeah, weren't we talking about the Mario movie or something? I don't know what direction they're gonna go with it. And everyone's saying like, oh, it's gonna be weird hearing Mario talk in like full voice, full sentences, rather. But that has been done on occasions, and I don't think it's that weird. Um, but I also think with maybe like a director who works in animation and not like in video games will probably help. Because like he's done like those Mario in real time events where he like talks to people. And like I've been to one. I went to one in New York and talked to it. He does like Mario and Luigi at the same time. And he talks and like it doesn't sound that bad. He kind of goes a little overboard with like the, you know, Italian accent thing. And I think maybe if he just like did that a little less, it would sound more natural. But I do wonder for like, because you can't at this point not have Charles Martinet voice Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi if they are going to be in it. I would assume or hope anyway. But I feel like, you know, characters like Peach or Bowser are more replaceable. And, you know, who the hell knows if they'll go the direction of, like, getting celebrity actors for them. Or other characters, or I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. It might be a shit show. It might be great. It might just be, you know, kind of weird but lovable. It can't be worse than the Sonic movie. And someone brought up a good point about that, because like there was like a rumored design leak rather of the new Sonic for the movie that they're redoing. And somebody said it doesn't really, you know, that's fine, Sonic looks better, but everything in the trailer was still pretty bad. It's still got a weird plot. The bad, like, jokes. Sonic looking like a fucking wild animal, like feral cat or something, was bad, yes, but that was not the only thing wrong with it. Two of them. Ah. Nintendo's gonna have to get Vinny to do Captain Lou Mario from now on. Vinny doesn't do Captain Lou Mario. Vinny does Walker Boone Mario. That I remember like years ago when he first did those voices in like the Mario Kart video. I fucking died. I remember calling my brother and like, oh my god, you and like I hadn't watched Vinny for very long at that point. And I just remember calling my brother in, like, just amazed and like with tears streaming down my face. You gotta hear this guy do like the Mario cartoon voices. He does it so good. That still fucking kills me to this day. Detective Pikachu is now the second best video game movie after Mortal Kombat. I don't think that's a false statement. I didn't see Detective Pikachu, because why the fuck would I go to a movie, you know? I've missed so many movies, and then it's like, well, I'll catch it when it comes on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever it is at the time. Streaming now, I guess. And then I still never watch it. I'm not a big movie person. I've probably seen, like, 30 movies in my life. If that. I don't know. Maybe that's an underestimate, but I've not seen a lot of movies. I don't have that much of an attention span to, like, sit there usually. I just don't feel like it. Which, that's another thing that I feel like has changed as I've gotten older. And I don't know if it's due to age. I think it's just a thing that's happening. Is my concentration and focus and attention span are fucking horrible now, and it never used to be like that. My memory is definitely getting crappier. I think mine is too, and like, I used to have a... Well, I still kind of do. I can remember, like, really specific stuff from, like, a really long time ago. But, like, I'm forgetting stuff I did too... Like, I'm forgetting things in this game that I did. Didn't I kill the moon? Why is the moon still here? Like, I forgot just now that I had caught a boo. I was like, shit, did I catch a boo to save? And then I had to look at the counter. I was like, is that one more or not? I don't remember. But I remember stuff from, like, before most people can even remember things. Like, I can remember shit from, like, when I was 1. I wonder if depression blows that to heck because I have the same problem. I'm willing to bet it is medication that did that, as far as, like, focus and concentration goes. For me, it's less that my attention span is bad and more that I'm tired. I don't want to pay attention to a movie or a show or a game sometimes. That's why I just sort of turn on a stream and zone out. Yeah, that's what I usually do, and that's what I've said before about doing this, is like, I don't usually play video games for this long at a time. I play, like, in short bursts. I play a lot of video games, just not all at once. I mean, the fact that I'm, like, talking and shit during this helps, you know, make it different, but, yeah, movies, like, just bringing up a movie, I get tired thinking about it. I'm like, I gotta sit and, like, watch, like, stay focused on one thing for that amount of time. And my brain's like, no, you'll enjoy it. And then I'm like, no, but I don't feel like enjoying it. I don't know. It'd be easier to just not do anything. I have to pay attention to shows and stuff. That's probably... I was just saying not that long ago, like, I've stopped watching TV and, like, shows and stuff. That's probably why, because I can just throw on a several-hour-long YouTube video of a stream and just zone in and out periodically, have it in the background. I don't have to have any real investment. I don't know. Shit's weird, man. Streams are like podcasts in that respect, yeah. But then, like, I've never really listened to podcasts that much, because then I feel like at least a stream like this has, you know, the potential to kind of be all over the place. It's not one singular topic the whole time. And I'm sure there are podcasts like that that aren't just talking about one thing for an hour or 2 hours. But there are ones that stay on, like, one subject, and I feel like if I am not fully concentrating, then I'm not... It's like, why bother doing it anyway? I'm going to miss, like, pertinent information, and I'm not going to understand half of it, and then it's like, so forget it. Where are the ghosts in here? My brother just texted me and says, Katie wants to know if you ever tried... Sam, you'll like this. Katie wants to know if you ever... Shit, I just lost it. If you ever tried that berry Dr. Pepper that was in the fridge for like 5 months. It was on the 4th of July. I stopped at Wawa and bought this, like, special Spider-Man Dr. Pepper or some shit. Like, berry flavored. And just never drank it. Not sure what I'm doing in here. Oh, do I have to light those candles? Oh boy. Good streamer, very good at video games. It was good. My Dr. Pepper / Dr. B craving is now worse, and the store closes soon, I think. I'm wondering if I should just favor a pepper from the fucking Valero. I don't... Is that like your local... That's probably the equivalent of my Wawa. Like, convenience store, deli thing. I've been trying not to drink that much soda, and like I keep just failing at it. I mean, I'm definitely drinking less than I was, but I'm not adhering to what I would like to. I just had Dr. Pepper today. Does Wawa have gas stations? Some of them do, yes. Most of them do now. Valero doesn't do deli, but they have hot dog rollers. I mean, I call it... Wawa used to be like... They started out as delis, and now they're just kind of like... You can go and like have food made and shit, and I don't know. Yeah, it sounds pretty much like the same thing. Wet the bed. Oh my god. The Shell gas station convenience store that was connected to the Jack in the Box that burned down had a deli. Holy, that was a sentence. We're going on almost 3.5 hours. And... I mean, I didn't intend to take much longer than that. How much do I have left? It's kind of a good amount left. Between getting all the booze and whatnot. Where the hell is this one? I don't know. Do I keep going or not? This is a weird situation. Kevin was right and I didn't listen. I mean, there's 11 boos left, as well as several portrait ghosts. I don't know. I'm thinking it might take like a whole at least other hour, and then like you got like the end of the game and all that to go through. I think maybe I'm gonna have to call it a night. Yeah, the only problem is it's like so lopsided at this point. Like this one has gone very long, and then the next one is going to be very short. And I was trying to avoid that, and I thought I could, you know, fit it all in, but evidently not. I underestimated both how long this was and how well I would play it. Or as we say in the biz, extra content. You know what? Yeah. This it's just an excuse to have more. It's one more video than I would have otherwise. Hey guys, welcome to my 10-part Luigi's Mansion stream. Welcome to my 40-part Luigi's Mansion stream, where I get one portrait ghost on each stream. Put off putting up the VOD until you finish the game and stitch them together. Maybe? Maybe. I don't really have to put them up. Well, that definitely makes me want to do a stream very soon again. Like, within the next couple days. Like, Monday the latest. So, I think we're gonna do that. Let me just save again, I guess. And one more time, for good measure. Alright. Make sure to smash that like button and ring the bell. Then in the comments, post about your favorite ghost hunting. If you've ever seen a ghost, tell us in the comments below. Yeah, this is the longest stream now, I guess, at this point. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for now. When I was 2, the house I lived in was haunted. Well, we can't end now. You gotta explain that. What the fuck do you mean? Carl, what the fuck are you talking about? You lived in a haunted house. The light bulbs all exploded when we were moving out. Holy shit. What the fuck? Like, at the same time? I'm sorry. I really want to hear this. We used to have a haunted house behind us, and then like just one day it was like fixed up and nice, and people moved in. I mean, it was literally like broken down, like wood house just falling apart, and all of a sudden people lived there, and I was like, I think these people are ghosts. Dependent on the rooms people were in, like a chasing sort of explosion. That's weird. That's creepy. I thought I was haunted and saw ghosts, but it turns out it was sleep paralysis all along. Oh gosh, that's a conversation for another time. That shit's weird. Well, alright, yeah, that's a good note to go out on, I think. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. We got 4 people talking tonight. That's awesome. I gotta do something. We hit a new incentive or something. I don't know. Can you? And I wouldn't shut up. Yeah. Can you tell this is late for me? I mean, this was a shit show of a stream, but it was fun. So who cares? So yeah, I appreciate you guys all coming and hanging out. So I might be back in like 1, 2, 3 days with the rest of this, and then I don't know, maybe something else to tack onto it. Um, but yeah, until then, I hope you guys have a good night. Have a good. I was gonna say week, but I might be back before that. It doesn't matter. I'm just rambling at this point. Should we raid Diego? What is his username? We can do that. Fun is the most important part. It is. I mean, like, you can try to do certain things and be like impressive on stream, but I'd rather just like have fun and bullshit and talk about a fan coming money. All right. That means it's time to go. Yes, let's raid Diego and we'll go. All right. I will see you guys later. I swear to God, I'm leaving now. Okay.